Just Leadership USA is a national nonprofit led by people directly impacted by the criminal justice system. Our mission is to decarcerate the United States by educating, elevating, and empowering individuals and communities directly impacted by the systemic oppression so that they can create, amplify, and sustain the kinds of policy reforms that build thriving communities.
We believe that those closest to the problem are closest to the solution, but furthest away from resources, power, and opportunity.
And as we have seen this year with COVID-19 and the devastation to our brothers and sisters within correctional facilities, the need for the voices of directly impacted individuals is greater than ever. Everyone deserves the right to have their voices heard, to have an equal say in the decisions that impact them and their families. For too long, directly impacted people have not been afforded those same rights.
Those who are formerly impacted by the system have to be at the table. We have to bring our thoughts and our ideas of how we reform the system because we are the ones who have gone through it. We are the ones that continue to suffer through it today.
We are making a difference. It is our lived experience, it is our voices, it is our insight that needs to shape policy, that needs to drive narratives, that needs to create lasting systemic change.
We can take what has been told to us by society, our greatest weaknesses, and instead turn those things into our greatest strengths.
Just Leadership's work is important because there's no other program available that's doing the work that Just Leadership is doing.
Just Leadership's investment in directly impacted individuals and communities gives them the tools that they need to make the change in their own backyards. We do this through our 2-day Emerging Leaders program, where we educate and invest in directly impacted communities to build coalitions that are based on principles of effective organizing, impactful advocacy, and policy analysis. We do this through our Leading with Conviction, our advanced fellowship program, where we identify individuals that have already demonstrated leadership skills and have made positive impact and changes to their communities. And we do this through our Leadership in Action, where we activate and elevate the networks we just spoke about to drive community reinvestment strategies that help advance the mission to decarcerate the U.S. To date, Just Leadership has invested in over 1,000 emerging leaders and Leading with the Conviction alumni, who are making their voices heard all across the country and already driving major policy change. Examples: the Just Us campaign and Justice Votes. Just Us is a call to action led by our alumni leaders to demand that legislators adopt emergency readiness plans to cover the full range of disasters that impact correctional facilities. Already, Just Leadership has partnered with Senator Duckworth's office as she has introduced a bill requiring the National Institute of Corrections to appoint a directly impacted individual to the advisory board. That was a major policy recommendation from the Just Us campaign. But we need you. The fact remains that we are in a time when systemic racism and discrimination threatens to undo all the work we have done to demand that this country lives up to its values. But I know that with your support, Just Leadership will continue to invest in directly impacted individuals in their communities so that they can actually demand the change that is needed to thrive. I want to thank you for joining us as we redefine justice.